Hi, Chau.
Hey, what's
Where
going on?
have you been?
I have been busy as fuck.
Why is that, Chau?
Well, it's just a matter of obviously I just got back from Scotland.
Scotland.
And I know you've been wanting to hear about my trip.
I really do because you haven't told me a word.
Well, it's
Even when you were there, you posted one picture.
Yeah, I know. I just don't. Well, because I'm on the go. I'm flying. It's just I don't care for.
See, when I'm traveling, I try to post at least one picture a day.
Yeah, but
That's
I'm
what I
not.
do.
But I'm not as big of a narcissist as you are.
Okay, that's fair.
Is that fair?
That's fair.
And I was like, hey, look, I'm in Scotland.
But it's more than that. People hit me up because of this stuff.
Don't
I
get
get
me wrong.
jobs because
okay,
of that.
But don't get me wrong. I'm very even though I travel a lot, it's kind of it's almost that feeling of okay, I've been there, done that.
Okay,
kind of moving on. And
have you been to Scotland before?
No, I mean it was.
So you haven't been there and done that.
Yeah, but now that I've been there, it's kind of now I've been there, done that, moving on.
Oh my God, no, we're not moving on. We have to talk about it.
Here's the thing. Even as excited as I was, I still treat. I mean, it's still a job.
Okay.
I still have to get work done. I still need to stay focused. I still need to be prepared for the things that are virtually out of my control, which they always seem to happen. The primary focus was for a travel and a wedding.
Okay.
The wedding's going to take place at Elandon Castle, which is a beautiful location.
Is it?
Oh yeah, but the way the castle's set up, it's set up to make a filmmaker fail.
Okay.
All right? Why? Okay, so here's where it gets interesting. It took me a while to. This is where it fucked me big time, and it set me back a little bit. Was the lights? They use these types of LED lights.
Okay.
And because they emit a certain frequency, and the
flickering.
The banding and whatnot, and every camera's different.
Standard.
Yeah. And every camera's different, and then you're struggling trying to find that right
shutter speed.
The shutter speed. Yeah. But not just the shutter. Then you have to worry about the ISO, and then you have to figure out the aperture, and then
because you're adjusting the shutter.
Yeah, because it affects one thing, and it took me an hour and a half to figure it out.
Wow!
While I was on site.
Wow, that's intense.
And I was already burning time. And I was like, oh my God!
And some of those you just can't fix, man.
Yeah.
Some of those you just have to say, fuck it. This is what.
Barely,
it is.
I inched away.
I
inched away. I was so fucking freaked out, and I was looking up on see who got it figured out online and whatnot. And I'm thinking it's oh man, this is eating through my data plan right now.
yeah, because you're in fucking Scotland.
Yeah,
trying
to figure that shit out. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I had a great time, phenomenal time. And that was interesting because we were in what's one of the cities? Not Glasgow. It's neighboring city. Jeez, I keep forgetting. Edinburgh.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
sounds right.
It sounds about right. Sounds Scottish.
Yeah,
I think.
It does.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
William
Asian.
Wallace.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I'm Asian. What do I know? And so I'm flying my drone out in the middle of the city, and this guy comes up to me, and he runs up behind me, and he's like, "Hey, I have a drone too. Do you think it's cool if I fly my drone too? Is it illegal?" And it's like, okay, I had to pause the guy for just a moment. One, if you haven't done your homework before you stepped into a foreign country and reviewed the country's law in respect to airspace regarding flying drones, I'm not going to tell you yes, and B, I'm not going to tell you no.
What if you knew?
It doesn't matter what I knew. It's a matter of what does he know.
Yeah, but you should help him out.
I did.
I
said fly at your own risk.
Okay, I guess that's all right.
Okay, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not because what he was asking me was legal advice.
Okay,
I'm not your fucking.
I kind of see what you're saying. Am I going to get arrested?
Yeah, he kind of had that.
Dude, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
Maybe
you're asking me I'm supposed to be your lawyer. I'm not going to tell you what.
Why was he filming?
The question is why is he even worried about legal issues to begin with? I think that's the question that I'd have to first establish. It's something you should have gotten figured out before you stepped into a foreign country,
right?
Because there was a story about these two I think they were Instagram couples that got arrested and detained in the country of Iran for flying a drone illegally I think it's 10 years.
I mean you just don't go to Iran.
You know, of all the countries,
I just
Iran.
And like I try to feel bad for these people who get like arrested in North Korea and shit, but I just don't because you're fucking stupid.
It's like you traveled there.
You know the risk.
You voluntarily. No, well, here's the thing. You don't know the if you didn't do your due diligence, you don't know the risk.
Well, you damn sure better if you're going to a place like that.
Now that they got arrested, they now know the risk.
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying.
No, I wouldn't have taken that chance. I probably wouldn't even take the chance to bring a camera into Iran. I probably wouldn't do it.
Probably, but you got to remember, and some of the arguments that I keep hearing about, and they're valid arguments that millennials are a bunch of snowflakes. I think the world is all sunshine and flowers.
Yeah, they have no idea the horrors and atrocities that go on.
And that's fine. You know what? If ignorance gets you killed,
and it is gonna get you killed. It's really gonna is.
But these assheads, I mean, they're a beautiful couple. They're a sweet looking couple.
Yeah,
I just don't
they
have.
went to Iran.
Yeah,
like, that's stupid.
That's just stupid. I'm just like, but I don't have any sympathy for it.
I turned down a gig, I don't know, 6 months ago because they wanted to shoot in Iraq.
Why?
And why did I turn it down, or why did they shoot in Iraq?
What was the intention of shooting in
Iraq? It was about a book about Ramadi, which I don't know if you know what Ramadi is. It's like the most dangerous city in Iraq.
There are plenty of other locations.
Yes, but this book is specifically about that city.
You can find other locations.
No, but I'm saying like this book is realistic. This is a guy who was there and like special forces type dude,
and he wants to go shoot in Iraq.
And he wants to go shoot like a little documentary sort of about the book.
You can give him a camera, he can go. He's special forces. He's been trained to deal with that.
I got to be honest. Like I started thinking we should do it, but then it sort of just passed us by, just because like I'd already turned it down, and then everyone else has started to second guess it after I second guessed it, and then it just sort of went away.
The first if it didn't take you more than a few seconds to second guess it, it's probably a good thing you didn't go.
No, I know.
You wanted to go to Iraq.
Yeah. So I would, and I guess people don't realize how dangerous the world is because everyone else on the team was just like, fuck yeah, we'll go to Iraq. I'm like, bro, I don't think you realize.
Like, I mean, I travel.
You're white.
Yeah.
You're gonna die there.
I mean, because I travel internet. Because do you travel? I mean, traveling within the states is one thing, and we're the North American.
Yeah, I haven't traveled over there.
Internationally, yeah,
I haven't gone that way.
It's a different.
I've done the Americas, sort of. Not so much in the South. Most South I've gone is the Dominican Republic, I guess.
Well, tourism is dying over there, anyways. Like,
yeah, but I haven't gone like.
So technically, that could be considered a war zone, like your first.
Which one? Dominican Republic. Yeah, it's dangerous over there.
People are just dying.
I didn't know it was dangerous over there when I went. I honestly had no idea.
Well, because you're Mexican, you're all the time. You're always drunk, so it's not like you're self-aware of the environment.
I was filming a commercial for like this like resort place, so I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be amazing." But then, like, when you're driving from like the airport to the fucking resort, I mean, it's like it is. It's a third world country. Everybody's poor. All the buildings are like shacks basically, and I'm like, oh my, why would you want a vacation here? Like, I'm sure the resort is great. Don't get me wrong, but having to drive past all the fucking poor people to get there is fucking depressing. Like, why would you? Who would want to do that? And there were actual excursions you could take that were basically, let's go watch this poor person work and see the day in the life of a Dominican person, and that was the excursion. And it's like, that's so fucked up. Well, it's a third world country that you're pretending like is some amazing place.
I'm kind of, I don't know, the lack of, I mean, and this is something that, let me pull this up real quick because I can't remember the verbiage directly. What was it? Strongman create good time. Okay, here he goes.
What is it? What are we talking about?
It's about like generational generations between, like, they say, like, for us we're millennials, and the generation between us before us are not, they're baby boomers, the generation, like, it's really interesting. I saw this my issue that I'm taking with our generation specifically is the lack of awareness.
Oh, I agree with that 100%.
You know, already, because this isn't because when I mentioned the whole Iran case scenario that came up, it's not the first time. There was a couple that, I think they're from Canada or Australia, that, you know, didn't believe that the world was violent, and I think they went to Afghanistan to go biking.
Yeah, good
and they
luck.
got killed.
Yeah, of course they got. Of course.
They were an Instagram couple, and their fucking Instagram bubble, eating their, avocado toast.
You know what it is,
and it just, and they get killed.
And I've had this conversation with people online, and they honestly don't believe me. But it's what it is it's a generation being raised on the fact that America is evil. So they believe America is evil.
That's fine. They can believe America is evil.
Yeah, I think. But what happens though is because America is evil, they're like, well, everyone else is great, and so they think that, Iran can't be that bad. America is the bad person. They're the ones that want to fight Iran for no reason. They're obviously the bad people. So Iran's great. And they go over there and they realize it's not that great.
Yeah, they should look at the records on human rights.
They don't want to look at that stuff.
It's the worst offender.
There were,
Saudi Arabia is like the worst offender for women's rights.
Oh, absolutely. But they're our ally, so we ignore that. But yes, but anyways.
Yeah, so here's the quote. Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men create hard times.
I feel that.
That's why we call them beta males. They fuck everything up. Sorry, I've been wanting to read that for so long.
No, that feels good. That feels good. I would like to sit and ponder on that over a nice cigar.
Okay, that's a little pretentious, you dick.
No, let's do it. Have you heard about Rockefeller lately?
No, actually.
That's me being pretentious.
Yeah.
I was pretending like I cared about like railroads and stuff. You know what I'm saying? No?
What the fuck?
What? Yeah.
No, railroads out of nowhere.
No, this wasn't out of nowhere. Have you seen Titanic?
Yeah.
Well, there it is. That's what I was quoting. But it's fine. It's fine that you don't know that.
I just don't care for that movie.
It's fine that you don't know that.
Yeah.
So another story I wanted to bring up just real quick.
All right.
Which is real quick was that a friend of mine who went and vacationed in Mexico, who was talking about how less violent it was than it is here. I know.
He must have been spending a lot of time as a tourist.
It was like the whole time I didn't see a single cop.
How long was
he
there?
He was there for like a week or something.
He hasn't seen shit.
Yeah, so I commented, bro.
You haven't seen
everyone
shit.
knows about the violence in Mexico. I started posting statistics and links to like people getting beheaded and like bombs going off, and I started posting this stuff. And every single person, not a single person was on my side. Yeah. Every single person was like, "Ian, you just hate Mexicans," and I was like, "No,
I love
it's a violent country."
What was it? Because I remember when me and my brother we were in Vietnam for about a month. Don't get me wrong, the country's gotten a lot better.
I would like to go to Vietnam.
No, it's gotten really
much rather go to Vietnam
back,
than
because
Iran.
I've been back like 6 or 7 times.
Okay.
And each time I go, I stay there for about a month.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome.
It's a long tour.
I would do that.
Flying through, you go through. So here's the connecting flights. I'm going to tell you how the process goes. You go, you fly to LA,
Okay.
LA to Taipei, Taipei to Hanoi.
What the fuck is a Hanoi?
Hanoi is North Vietnam.
Okay. North Vietnam.
Yeah, Hanoi.
Okay.
The commie side.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
North Vietnam is supposed to be it was like
still the commie side.
The Chinese controlled, right? Like the whole.
Yeah, their food still sucks, but I don't like their pho. But
God, I cannot bring myself to say pho. I can't do it.
Just say fuck without the CK.
I'm not doing it.
All right.
It's spelled pho, and that's how I'm saying it because I'm American. That's how I talk.
And half Mexican.
American.
But you hate half the other Mexican because your friend said so and whatnot. But I want to get back to your friend who was there for a week because I'm betting like he spent more time in the tourist trap area.
Oh, absolutely.
Actually, because it's
you
so
can't
bullshit.
go outside of the tourist areas.
Yeah.
You can't because you will die.
Yeah,
like it's literally not advisable.
Because even then, like me and my brother, when we ventured outside the tourist area, we were seeing things that, the poverty level. We were seeing like the back roads. Like people were wondering, like, because obviously we were, cleaned a little bit more cleaned up.
Which is a terrible idea then.
And
if they know you have money, that's like kidnap central.
Yeah, it was one of those things, and we were wandering around. We were seeing things, and this is like 2 blocks over from the main area where tourists congregate and whatnot. And we were seeing things that, and this is in not just Hanoi, but we were. I think me and my brother we tend to have like a curiosity, especially when you're in a much younger age.
Okay.
And whatnot, we kind of our parents trusted us, and it's like that's fine, but we're gonna go delve off, and I think that's why I have a tendency to not do the whole touristy thing shit.
Right.
And
which I agree with.
But
it depends on the country you're in. Like I love getting off the beaten path.
Yeah, I hate the tourist trap.
Yeah,
it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I agree with that. But in Mexico, stay on the tourist.
I'm too stubborn to do that.
You're gonna die.
That's fine.
That's what happens.
That's why when we go there, we pick up enough extra cash. We make a deal with some cartels. Like I need a couple of sidearms, and then like one for me, one for my buddy Ian. You know, because we're Texans, we're loving. Oh, and by the way, they do have a Mormon community. We can go to those guys.
You're fucking making that up.
No, I'm not kidding you. There's a Mormon community in Mexico.
Really?
Yeah, we can go to those guys, and because they love guns, it's like, hey, here's $200 for a rocket launcher.
I still, first of all, that's probably pretty accurate pricing, but I still, that doesn't make you. That actually, I would think makes you more of a target because now they know you're American, and now they know you have money.
That's fine, but you have a rocket strapped to your back.
I would, if I was going to do something like that, it would have to be a prearranged.
So what you would do is like, you cover my 6, and you just hover that shit, and you like, you see anything? You see anything? You see anything? You see anything? No.
Oh, this country's great. No, it's terrible.
And it's like, I'm sure we can get like, I don't know, a couple of RPGs, like buy one get one for free deal kind of thing, you know? And it's Mexico, right?
Yeah, but that's no, just no. I wouldn't make like a financial deal, but I would probably try to get friends with one of the guys. That's what you gotta do. And this is something that I've done before. It hasn't always worked out for me. Like in Dominican Republic, it didn't work out for me. But a lot of times what I try to do is I try to make friends with what I would call like dangerous type guys or whatever. Mm-hmm. And you make friends with them and they love you. And they're just like, hey brother, we're going out. And then you're like, well, isn't it dangerous up there? Like, nah, it's cool. And those are the guys that like, and they're your boys. They love to get drunk together. They love to hang out, and they got you. Yeah, they got you. Might end up in more fights because you're with them.
At least you're not getting shot at.
But at least you're not getting shot at. Yeah. But they might get shot at.
That's fine.
They might be like, Ian, hold on, man. I gotta go take care of something. You know, and go do something. Yeah. You know, it might happen. But like those are the kind of guys that I'd love to be friends with, the dangerous guys, because you want them on your side.
Well, yeah.
You need some dangerous guys on your side.
It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
I agree.
You know, but what really irritates me is like, because I know I have a lot of liberal friends, and I still love them. Mm-hmm. And these are some of the individuals that I used to go to church with. So if they do see this show, you know who I'm talking to. Mm-hmm. You know, and they used to tell, you know, I used to see posting along the lines of kind of like not verbatim, just kind of like vaguely remembering what was being mentioned. Was that, oh, I traveled the world and I've been to I visited that country and it is nowhere near violent as the United States, blah, blah, blah. I
hear that
blah.
all the time.
And I'm like, gee, and I'm thinking in my head, like, gee, how long did you stay there and where did you go?
Yep.
You know, did you actually, you know, congregate? Did you live with the locals or did you just stay at a nice 4-star hotel?
Exactly. You know? Exactly.
Like I can only wonder. Like I know what it means to really backpack, and trust me, there are no room service involved. There is no breakfast in the morning. It's not like that continental breakfast that you wake up in the morning with like nice
continental breakfast.
You know. But you see the point though, right? There's no like, hey, let me get you a taxi, sir. Let me hold the door for you. Let me get you this. It's like no, it's is like you were living like you were part of the country, you know, in some random village out in the middle of nowhere where there's little to no electricity. If you're lucky, you might have a little bit of signal,
right?
You know, but this whole this whole behavior, this view of that the world should be, you know, sunshine and flowers is quite frankly, concerningly. Ignorance at a level that kind of makes me want to just
absolutely. I call it. I just tell those guys, I'm like, listen, you're just unworldly, and I'm trying not to be an ass. But if you knew anything about the world, you'd realize how full of shit you're talking right now.
Yeah, there's gonna
be the world is dangerous. Yeah. It's just factual.
Yeah,
and you're trying to pretend it's not. You're something. You obviously don't know what you're talking about. You just don't.
No, and it's fine if they want to think that that the tourist side is something that helps them educate, just to kind of give them a brief, like a small window of a country's way of living. That's fine, you know. But don't sit there and claim like, oh, the United States is more dangerous than.
And people will do that.
Like, are you fucking? Like my friend, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Oh, that pisses me off.
You know,
that pisses me off.
Like, it irritates the hell out of me. Anyways, back to film.
Okay.
Because we got one
filming.
on 10. You know, filming, traveling. But yeah, I know like we started off with the guy in Scotland where he was questioning me about flying the drones in a country, and if anybody was to ask for my advice, it's like, first of all, do your homework before you step into a country. Just a kind of friendly reminder. If it's in the States, the general rule is stay below 400 feet AGL. Stay 5 miles away from any controlled airspace. That means an airport with a control tower. If it's a municipal airport, you can get away with flying there with the right permission, depending if you're, because I've actually taken over an airport.
Nice.
Which was pretty interesting.
We shot a drone at an Air Force hangar one time, which I didn't think it would even let us take off. Because because those drones won't let you take off at airports, and this is literally an airstrip with F-18s.
Which drone were you
that
flying?
was the Mavic.
You can unlock it.
Well, it's not unlocked. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you can unlock.
I'm sure you can, but it's not. If that makes sense.
No, because I've flown mine in a restricted airspace.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm sure you can do that.
Yeah.
I'm saying ours is not set up to do that.
No. There's a section where you input it like a permit request and whatnot, and it sends back to the server, and it just shoots it back. It's like, okay, you just check off, and you're just liable for everything.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to get that.
I didn't remember till we were in the air.
Yeah.
But when we were in the air, I remembered that you're not even allowed to have DJI drones on military bases. It's actually not allowed.
With the right permission. I mean,
it's not at all. It's a military wide ban because they're made in China.
Oh yeah, because already.
I completely forgot, and nobody mentioned it. And all the people are there. All the people in charge are there watching us. Everything's going, and nobody says a word. And once you put that drone away, I was like, "Bro, we are so lucky right now because that is not allowed to even be on this base."
Yeah.
Like that was and the fact that it even took off and they even flew when their F-18s taken off, 100 feet away from us.
Why would you? Yeah, but it just doesn't. Man, I wouldn't. I mean, I would rather use an Alta with a red attached to it.
Oh well, yeah, but this wasn't that kind of shoot.
That was just.
It is a decent budget, but not a great budget. It was more of the chick that we were shooting for. It was a music video. She was former Air Force, and she had and she's kind of famous in the Air Force community with her music, and so she got a lot of favors to be able to shoot on base.
Okay.
With actual F-18s, we got to film with F-18s, which doesn't have. So there's a guy there making sure we don't film like the intakes and stuff like that because that's all like classified information.
Sure.
You can only film them at certain angles, sort of a thing.
Right.
And so the fact that they were that stickler about it, but didn't even say anything about our drone was pretty fucking funny. I enjoyed that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Is that the only time you've ever filmed on an airport of any kind?
No. Well, yeah. Well, with a drone, yes.
Oh, okay.
With a drone, yes, but not military wise. No, I filmed a lot of shit military wise.
I lost count after one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just. It ends up being more administrative work and paperwork and having to do all your flight logs and then having to track. How to submit your request through different. FAA officers and to get approval, and I'm like, ugh, can we just get this over with? And this is I don't want to do that. And this is just before they had an automated system where you could do it. And it was like, because before when it first launched, man, it was a pain in the ass. You had to do these requests like several months in advance because there was a backlog of everything.
I could see that.
It's
a big request. You want to fly where other things are flying.
Yeah,
you better know what the fuck you're doing.
Well, because they treat you like a pilot, and you have to submit a flight plan, and it's like, what time do you need it by? And I mean, it's gotten easier, obviously, since then.
I've heard it's a lot better nowadays.
Yeah, but before then, it was like, this is not fun. I
also heard that they have a new thing in the DFW. I just forgot what it's called, but it's called DJI something, DJI Sense, something like that. Where in the DFW now, they know if a DJI is flying and where. I think it's like some sort of radar thing or something that just tracks DJI drones. That's it. And people have already been arrested for doing it in places they weren't supposed to be.
In DFW.
And then DFW, yeah, they just launched it.
In Dallas?
A few months ago, yeah.
Huh. Yeah. I gotta look that up.
It's called I forget what it's called. DJI something. Just look it up. DJI sensor, DJI drone sensor, something like that.
Drone sensor time.
I'll find it and I'll put it right here.
Okay.
Okay.
So, somewhere,
I'll find it.
Somewhere. I'm looking.
It's a real thing.
Okay.
So and because they are DJI drones and they're all sending information back.
I'm sure they have a unique signature.
Exactly. They have a unique signature and they'll come find you basically.
Okay.
So that's fun. So that's a thing. It's a thing now.
But overall, okay. So the good news is like I didn't get arrested. I'm pretty smart.
Well, it's not common at all. It's not. But if you're being stupid, they'll come after you.
Because in Scotland, you want to avoid government buildings, and like these European buildings overall, they all look the fucking same anyways. Like a government building could look like a museum and you wouldn't know it. Like how the fuck would I know? Oh, you're supposed to read the signs, like, but I'm in the air.
Right. Let me zoom in and read that.
I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna fly over here now, like and it was just, I mean, it was definitely a fast project. A lot of things that were, I mean, literally anybody filming, like, this is not a documentary. This is kind of like low budget, on the go, fly, just go. And it sucks because like there are, because it was, a group involved, with family members and whatnot, that does kind of like throw a wrench in my plans.
Right.
On top of that, Scotland's unpredictable weather. You have to work around that, figure out what you can do, and it can be a challenge. But overall, I had a blast.
I'm glad.
The people were great. The driver, I forgot what his name was. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up his name. I do want to say thank you to him if he watches this. And I want to send a link to anybody going to Scotland. Kind of a little free little promo plug-in for this gentleman. Great guy, by the way. And God, it is it. Scottish accent, it's either adorable or fucking epic.
Yes.
Yes.
It can be epic as shit. Yes.
Epic.
With a wordum.
Yeah. No, it was just David Ross. Let me figure out where his business is. Okay, David Ross at Stanley Drive. I'm gonna leave a link down below. Just if you find yourself in Scotland, hit this guy up. He definitely knows like the off the beaten path.
Do you have a picture of him? I would like to see what he looks like.
I could.
Because I know a David Ross.
No, David Ross. What, like in Scotland?
No, but he ran because he was getting sued by so many people. So maybe he went to Scotland.
I know. There's definitely another guy. He's married. He's got kids.
No, this guy had kids too.
Okay.
This kid was in on it. It's fucking horrible.
Oh, wow.
The scams. Yeah.
Oh, that bad. No.
That's a whole nother story. I can tell you.
Yeah. Well, we'll leave that for the next episode, I'm sure. But yeah, David Ross. I'll leave that link down below just to kind of help out this guy, because I know like he one of those stories of getting laid off of your original job, went through some ish, and I think this was the turning point of like during the Brexit, or during the time when the UK joined the EU. It's like obviously I think it might have been like politically involved of why so many people were switching jobs, but overall great guy. And I'll leave all that information down below in the description box.
Good for you, Chau. You're so nice.
Yeah, and that he really had to put up with a lot of my shit. So, stop the car, go.
I'm sure you were annoying. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was nitpicky. I was like, I want that. Oh, we don't have time. Fuck it. So there were some like, God, I wish I would have gotten that shot, but due to the time, because they are restricted to 6 hours of driving time.
What do you mean they're restricted?
Like the government won't allow them to drive more than 6 hours.
Because they like a tired thing.
Yeah, it's like they need to sleep or something like that.
Okay,
it's like
6 hours is a little.
Yeah,
okay,
it's a little
whatever.
It's a little weak.
They can go 12. Come on.
That's what I said. It's like he's not allowed to drive 6. It's like we're doing 20. I need a lot of shit. Like if I can work 24 hours, like and I'm being dragged on, and it's like ugh. It was like I don't know. It was such. It just killed me, but hey, they're Scots. I get it. I love them. There's a bunch of sweethearts too. They're so, especially the women over there. They're so heartwarming, and their accent is just they're so adorable. They're like leprechauns.
Chau, that was so fucking racist, and I love it.
Why?
Well, first of all, leprechauns are like Irish, right? Well, Scots are gonna appreciate the fact that you just called them Irish. Okay. They're not gonna appreciate that one.
Okay.
Secondly, even if they did sound like that, that's kind of like. It's like if I called you Yang, like
okay,
it's like super like
we all look the same anyways.
Weirders, yeah.
We all look the same. It's like wow.
Chau.
Okay, fine.
Chau.
What?
Chau.
All right.
We gotta work on you.
No, there's nothing to work on.
Oh, there's some things to work on.
No, there's nothing to work on.
I feel like there's some self-hate there. You know?
What self-hate?
Yeah,
what?
The self-hate, man.
Do I look white?
Yes. I just wanted to fuck you up.
I know it's like a full 180, just like because your ass has been playing video games doing nothing. You know, that's just fine. That's why
I've been working.
You know, like whatever. But
I was working right before you got here.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. I saw the video game playing.
That was her. Not me.
Yeah, and then I still saw whatever. I saw that, and it's like, oh, you know, like so nonchalantly. But whatever, it doesn't matter. It's cool. You know, I'm not here to manage you and whatnot. But and so it started dawning on me because I did see Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint featuring Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean featuring Lil Wayne? Like the game features Lil Wayne?
Yeah, the game. No. Like it stars him. Like I think they're. It's almost like okay. So I guess with gaming marketing, it's almost more about like okay, let's throw in a movie star that's promoting it. So we'll promote the movie star that'll promote the video. The video promote the video game and whatnot. And it's like, did you really need to do it that way? Because it almost like it takes away from the game. And it's almost taking like more of a like the old school how Call of Duty used to like market their shit using like celebrities.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm kind of worried, like, is this going to get gimmicky now and whatnot? So I want to show you this video because I saw it. I want to see, I mean, I won't see anything more, but I mean, maybe this will be like kind of a react video. But I'm just kind of like, ugh. And this was just today.
Okay. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Where the hell is he? Did you call him?
I thought you were back off.
Here, I got it. Let me check the speed. Ooh, that is a lot of champagne. Yeah, he's not gonna make it.
What's up, players? Get it? Cause we playing the game?
The hell, Wayne? Nice of you to join us, you late ass.
Yeah, what the hell, Weezy? Sorry for the wait. Helicopters in the shop.
Yeah.
Dudes, we doing this.
Sorry for the wait. I got it.
Stealth. Gotta go stealth with this shit.
Yeah. I was gonna say stealth too.
Wayne Michael Carter Jr.
I guess we do it guns blazing.
Got him. Start really what the game's like.
Show,
Yeah, exactly.
Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go.
Okay, the song's really good.
I don't bluff, bro. Aiming at your head like a buffalo. You a rough, I'm a cutthroat.
So dope.
It's enough dope. And the sun died. The night is young, though. The diamond still shine. In the rough hole. What the yo?
What the
I told you, Richard, no more commercials.
again?
I don't even care how much they gonna put. All right, then.
We need to get down.
You down, Wayne? What they want me to say this time? Shit balls? Balls?
Boss.
Shit balls, shit balls, shit balls. It's gonna cost some extra this time, though. Drive it as you ride. Don't one-star me, bitches.
Man, you always drive.
DMV took my license. This is the only driving I get to do. Burn, baby, burn. Watch out for branches, bitches. Hold on, I gotta take this. Young Money Buggy, sweetie speaking. Hang up the damn phone. Sloppy Bill, what's up?
We focus.
And tell them I need another skate ramp. Yes, but I don't have one in my
This is great.
Wayne!
Gotta pick better teammates.
Now, it's compound breaching time.
I mean, I think this is awesome.
No, the concept is awesome. I think they should have used somebody else.
Besides Wheezy?
What the hell?
Yeah.
Dude, gross. Turn off your mic.
Maybe Terry Crews.
No, not Terry Crews. Some of the cast members from Fast and Furious. Yeah, because the chemistry is there.
Oh, naughty
Minus,
girl.
you know, what's his name, who died.
Nasty.
That sounded really bad, didn't
do we
it?
deal with this
Maybe
dude?
that's why. It's just like I was like, I see Lil Wayne. I'm like,
Lil Wayne's killing it. Maybe Post Malone. Post Malone's a PC
Post Malone,
gamer.
I can see, yeah, because he's a gamer.
catch these bullets.
Game's not like that though. That's what's so weird. You're not doing martial arts.
This is more of like a short film.
No, I get it, but they're doing it to show off the film
Yeah.
or the game. And so you go back when they go back to the game footage, it's just a guy shooting because that's what you do in the game.
Yeah,
You're not
well-
fucking doing martial arts in the game.
Well, no, if anything, it's more a reflection of like how some gamers are. They'll leave you hanging, or AFK, or ASC in this case.
See, this is fine. That's what they do. Sure.
Yeah.
Probably can't do that in the game.
Bang, 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 bitch.
That's why we hit them around.
Listen to the bass go boom. 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Come on, guys, revive me. Guys, it's me, Wayne, Weezy, Tucci.
Don't
My
you?
mic not working. Hello? Hello? Is it because I only give myself nicknames? Who wants to be Little Tuna Fish? Guys? Guys! Come on, guys.
So what do we do now?
Well, hopefully we can get somebody a little more focused.
Big Snoop about to make this a dog fight.
See, okay, then they lost me at Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
No, that's
Like,
funny.
yeah, I just like, eh.
Hey, I think
It's a little cheesy, but it's good.
I get the concept. I'm not a fan of Snoop Dogg or Weezy.
I'm a big fan of him.
Probably why you are.
Probably. He's funny. He's a funny guy. He really is. Watch his interviews and stuff. He's fucking funny. And he's kind of a geek. I don't know if he's a gamer, but he's definitely a geek.
Who?
Lil Wayne.
No, I know Snoop Dogg is a gamer. I might buy that more because he was over the battlefield.
Yeah, but he wasn't really gaming. He was terrible. You know?
Okay, well, I guess he just sucks at everything. Minus his rapping.
That's a little harsh, but I feel you. He's not. I mean, he was good back in the day, but today he doesn't.
Hey, but
really
he's got a
hang.
brand, Snoop Dogg.
He's got a brand. He came back. He made a comeback. He used to become a joke, but he made a comeback.
You know, and then on top of that, like I want you to check out because Jurassic Park's got a before we wrap up this show, Jurassic Park has got a currently has a short film on their YouTube channel.
Okay.
On Universal. Like you're kind of giving that look like you're a little skeptical.
Well, it's just because who releases. Universal released a short film on their YouTube. That's what you're telling me. I've never seen that. That's fucking amazing. I would love to see it.
Yeah, and it's
I'll check it out.
You know, it's Battle at Big Rock.
Okay.
It's really interesting. I mean, it has its moment, but it was pretty cool.
Okay.
I liked it.
All right.
You know, and whatnot. But we're gonna have to wrap it up right there, guys. We did go over a little bit.
We went over a little bit.
You know, kind of went off.
It's fine.
You know, film, getting arrested, getting detained, getting shot.
Mexico. Mexico.
Video games.
Tejas.
Back to film, getting shot up. I was like, you know, it's whatever. But you
Normal
know,
day.
good to be back. Good to hang out back at the studio. You're an idiot.
I'm not an idiot. That's my
Yeah.
calling card. The burp.
And if this is your first time hanging out with us, hopefully you enjoyed. Okay, well, if it is, you know, share it with your friends. It would definitely help.
That would help us a lot, actually.
Yeah. Well, damn, you're like really.
What?
Oh, that you said that wouldn't.
No, that would.
Oh, okay.
That
Well,
would,
share
it
it.
would be awesome if people shared it.
Okay. Well, share this
Please.
or subscribe
Don't do
or
that.
or hit the bell icon for
Definitely do
more
that.
updates, guys. My name is Chau. Checking out.
Yep.
And this is Yep.
Yep.